MrShine!
MrShine! MrShine!
MrShine!
Hello, hello, it's MrShine back once again for another Hearthstone arena run. Shaman is the last one, I think, that we have not yet picked, but that's okay, we're going to go with Gul'dan. I am bad at Gul'dan. I'm going to try something a little different. I guess I should say that I think I've had some success in the past when I have a very quick deck that plays kind of zoo-ish, just because utilizing that hero ability. It's hard to say sometimes, though, because there's so many bad cards that I don't really want to go too nuts with it. But we will see. Oh, this is going to be nice. This will be the first arena I've run with the new cards, so I'm excited for that. So right away, we'll start with Stampeding Kodo is a great card. It's going to destroy a lot of things in the arena. Sludge Belcher will also, I think, be a pretty darn good card. And it's going to be a pain. It's probably better in Constructed, actually, to help delay things for a while. I think Stampeding Kodo is probably still better. That Battle Cry will beat this Double Taunt. I think. But I kind of want to try it. Trying something new, right? No, Kodo's too good. So these are not too good. I'm going to go Bluegill Warrior just because it is kind of a spot removal card. Power Overwhelming, meh, not too great in Arena because it is almost always card disadvantage. And Grunt is bad. Dark Iron Dwarf is an excellent card. Excellent for buffing. Excellent for that mid-game. So this is interesting. I think Unstable Ghoul is what I go with here, actually. I think that it's a pretty good card, I believe. Demon Fire is just basically 2 mana. 2 damage for 2 mana, not too great. Since Demons is really bad. And I'm going to give this a try. Might get some good use. These are all good. I think Sen'jin is the strongest here. Sen'jin is so good as a 4-drop. Dread Infernal is good too, but I think I want this. These are both pretty bad, so it has to go Panther. These are all not too good. I think I just have to get a big dude. I'm not a fan of Corruption or Drain Life. So this is an interesting one as well, because I don't really know that much about Haunted Creeper. I think it may be good. I think it may be worth me picking here. It has a lot of sticking power, which can be pretty obnoxious in the early game. I guess I do have 1 buff right now. Dread Infernal, it's kind of hard to pass that up though here, isn't it? For Haunted Creeper. Actually, I think I might Dread Inferno. No. No. Haunted Creeper. Not a huge fan of Blood Imp. I used to like Blood Imp a lot more, but it's a little slower now, and it has been nerfed. I think Wolf Rider is just more removal. So Big Game Hunter has to be the choice here. It can be an awesome blowout if it works. Bane of Doom's too expensive, very random. Doomsayer is just not very good. Not very good. Demon Fire, I will have 1 mana cheaper. Well, I guess it only does minion, but I think probably is still more likely the thing I would play over that. Drain Life is just so expensive. Gotta get Archmage. Again, I just don't like Drain Life as a removal. If you spend your 3 mana turn just to deal 2 damage to something, you're basically saying, my 3 turn is spent to clear a 2. And I'm not a huge fan of that. Out of these, I think I have to Pit Lord. Pit Lord does do a lot of damage to you, but if you can get it out early, in the arena at least, it can be worth. It can put down a pounding. Twisting Nether is pretty bad. Hungry Crab is pretty bad. I think Worgen Infiltrator is the choice. A good early drop. Mortal Coil isn't bad either. Actually, maybe Mortal Coil is better, just for the fact that it can draw that extra card, and I do have that Unstable Ghoul. Maybe I will try this instead. Flame Imp is awesome. Not much more needs to be said. It's really cheap. Gets you started early. This is the best of the bad. Or these are bad. This is good. Another Flame Imp. Yes, please. And I think Dread Infernal is probably now best. Voidwalker, I have 1 Demon Fire, but I don't really like Voidwalker because it doesn't trade very well with most like 2 drops. Alright, out of these guys, I think I have to go Frost Elemental. Again, I just do not like Drain Life. I've gotten so many options for Drain Life too. This can be good for a tempo swing later, but it's kind of a weak 6. Yet I think it is what I have to work with here. I think now I Sludge Belcher, or do I? I'm just looking more at my curve here. I already have one, well, kind of situational 3s, mostly situational 3s actually, but things I would still play if I need to. I think it's Sludge Belcher. A good sticky taunt. Yay for Yeti! These are bad. I don't like Novice Engineer, that card draw. It's just kind of a worthless 2-drop. Maybe this is the time that I Drain Life. Okay, Drain Life, you win. I'm going to pick you because you're spot removal, whereas I can at least choose when to play you. I don't really care for another bad 3. This is already a bad 3. Gotta go for another Archmage. I am getting kind of scared of this deck. Out of these guys, 2 drops. So I have my 2 Imps. I got one. I got some removal. Not the greatest 2s. In fact, I probably will have to go. Cobra is not bad, but I think I want to get something that's cheaper. I want to get more 2s to more reliably follow up to the Flame Imp. Shadow Bolt is probably the best choice here. I have a lot of early game. I don't really know if I want to kill it all with Hellfire. Shadow Bolt is much better than Drain Life. Look at that. 2 more damage. And I believe it will be Venture Co. Even though Abusive is kind of nice for the early game push. I think it's still Venture Co. is very aggressive, very strong. Contemplating. A subpar 2 versus another removal for 3. Leaning towards Shadow Bolt now. Got my 2 1s. I can buff it potentially with that. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he says hesitantly. Don't like Succubus though. It is too easy to kind of throw away a card. I'll take another Dread Infernal and good lordy. Too many 6s in a Warlock deck. I don't know what to make of New Reviver Weblord. In terms of battle cries, I mean, I do have a lot. Oh. Yeah, I have a decent amount of battle cry. Most decks have a decent amount of battle cry in them. I think it will probably not usually do enough. Brewmaster's fine. And here we go. More subpar picks. Pretty subpar. Ugh. Do a Bane of Doom. Murloc Warlord, I have so many 3s right now. I guess there's a lot of Shadow Bolts, but in terms of 3s, Drain Life, Shadow Bolts, one big game, situational, stealth. Pretty much the only 3 that I would actually play. Maybe I do Warlock or War Leader here. I do have my one other Bluegill Warrior, 4/2 charge value. Of course, he can bite me in the butt if they have Murlocs. But these are just so bad. They're so bad. Bane of Doom, I remember one time when I killed one thing and got like a Blood Imp, and it was just crappy value. Ugh, not happy with that. So, yeah, we'll see how this one goes. I was hoping for Soulfires. I don't have any Soulfires. I have some removal with this Warlock, but I feel like I'm going to be down spending too much time on removal and not enough time getting things out. Those 2 Flame Imps will be my heroes, I think, in this deck. 2 Flame Imps and a Pit Lord. Oof, this could be brutal. Could be brutal. Well, let's find out if this is brutal or not, shall we? We will pick this up a little bit. I've been MrShine, and I'll see you guys next time.